Welcome to Malt Liquor Socialists. I'm your host, Mr. Kieffer, and today I'm joined by my perfectly adequate substitute for AI, Mr. Morgan.
So I went to Crater Lake last night to do some night sky photography.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure I interrupted a makeout session. I climbed up the Watchman. It's a peak up there that has a fire lookout on it.
Okay.
And I get up there and it's dark. I would say it's probably after 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. And we get up there and people are leaving and whatnot. And it's just me, a mutual friend of ours. And then there was these two other people there. And we were there for 3 hours. I was waiting for like the smoke and clouds to dissipate. Never happened. But these two, what I learned, because they're doing that small talk thing that all, like, you know, new couples do and whatnot and everything.
As they're waiting for an opportunity to do things.
Yes, yeah. Exactly. And so I'm just taking photos. I'm watching the moonlight dance on the water and everything. And I hear them, and she's 25. He's probably about the same age, and like they're talking and everything. And then they'd pause for like, you know, a good 30 seconds, like kind of look over at me. And I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck you guys want me to do, because I'm doing my thing. This is a fucking national park, god damn it. I paid $30 to be here, okay? So like the weather's not cooperating, and I decide, okay, well, it's like 10:30. The forecast didn't come true, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. You know, let's just head out. So we're packing up. And as I'm packing up my equipment, I notice that there's like a big, like there's a big, like, you know, backpack up there by the stairs that go up to the fire lookout.
Okay.
And I also notice that there is one sleeping bag. And I look at it and I'm just like, yep, I know what they're here to do.
Yep.
Yep. And I just ruined at least 3 hours of that.
Mr. Morgan.
Yes.
You are my cock blocker of choice. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh.
That was good. Good times.
Nice. Well, in this week's episode, we are going to cover a little bit on how one of our Josephine County commissioners and their supporters have responded to a recall effort on social media and in person.
Great.
It's gonna be swell.
I can't wait.
Then we're gonna cover some parts of the Josephine County Commissioner business meeting from September 4th, 2025, because I caught that, and that was yeah, it was interesting.
You know me, I do my best to kind of avoid it until I come onto the show. So
I know. And then finally, we're going to go over a little bit of a recent development with the city, with the Grants Pass City Council and the grant to create a low barrier homeless shelter.
Oh God. Okay.
So spoilers for Mr. Morgan and any listeners who haven't caught the update on the homeless shelter grant part. It has a vague similarity with what has happened with the commissioners in the library.
Oh, God.
But before we hop into that, I want to give a shout out to Denise Rourke. I hope I'm saying that correctly, for reaching out to us via email. We do enjoy hearing from our listeners, and we are glad to get feedback on the podcast.
Yeah.
Now, without further ado, let's get into our local topic.
Let's do it.
So, Mr. Morgan.
Yes.
Do you care to harbor a guess as to which of the three commissioners has been posting on social media about recall petitions?
Oh, let me guess. The one that has 3 social media accounts?
So you're selling it short. I think he's got like between social media and, in air quotes, media stuff. I think he has like 5 or 6.
Good God.
I know.
Okay.
It's insane. It's been Chris, but we've got some videos to go over.
Okay.
The first video was taken, the first 2 were taken at the filing of the recall petition. And the first one, it's about 6-ish or so minutes. That was taken by one of the recall petition participants, Matt Spurlock.
Okay.
And then after that, I kind of merged these videos together. We're going to go over some video that was taken by a Republican YouTuber. I'm not going to mention the guy's name, whatever.
Yeah.
Posted video on Facebook page, and it's like, oh, well, we can look at this and see what's going on. And it's going to be edited. I'm mostly looking at stuff where he was talking to the people who are against the protest stuff.
Oh.
Then we have some video of Commander Chris being interviewed by KOBI on the matter.
Oh, God.
It's not a very long one.
Okay.
But it's fun. And then we're going to end it off with one that's a lot longer than it should be. It is going to be literally a video that our commander posted to the, I believe, his personal, but also maybe the county commissioner social media page about this stuff. So are we ready to get into this bullshit?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Oh, good, because that's telling me the answer is no, and we're just gonna hop into this.
Do it. Okay.
So,
all right.
This is right after they filed the petition.
Yeah.
This is from Mr. Spurlock's point of view.
We want to go on the street for about 15 to 30 minutes and hold up our signs.
Okay.
Yeah, can you help with her?
Okay. Lots of hooping and hollering.
And this is... So I'm going to pause this for a second.
Okay.
Just for context, there is a clear delineation where it's like on one side, like when you get out into the hall, there's where most of the anti-recall petition people are. And they're about even numbers. But most of the people who are pro-recall petition were actually like really close to where it was being submitted.
Okay.
So we'll see them as we go out. And there's things that happen.
Oh, God.
Oh, there's Fascist Santa.
Oh, good. What the Yeah.
Don't you freaking hit
Whoa.
Yep.
Okay.
So with that, the guy smacked her. If you go in slow motion, it looks like he got bumped by her sign a little bit. And I don't necessarily think it looks intentional. It's just like it's in a crowded hall. He got bumped to the sign. His immediate response is to push back and kind of a smacking kind of a push. And then he notices that he is being recorded. And observe, because this next person who's going to be talking aside from Spurlock is this guy.
Okay.
Matt, remember me?
Get out of here!
We'll talk
Okay.
anytime you want, with no one around.
Jesus
You might have noticed in the
Christ.
background who popped his head in. That was our Grand Commissioner and media mogul, Mr. Barnett, on his phone.
Interesting.
Yep.
Start every time.
I have no idea who you are.
You do. We've
She hit him with her
We've
sign.
met?
had words.
It's on video.
I've met a lot of people, brother.
She hit him. She's always hitting people at every event. See? Every time. She
And there's Chris.
Oh, Chris, you fucking...
Same woman.
Little chud.
Yeah, see?
She hit Annie with her sign. She hit Annie with her
Can I ask
She's not.
one quick thing? Did anybody bring a
That
broom?
lady hit him with her
Because we
sign.
sweep them out.
Yeah, Bletch trying to be witty.
Oh,
and his supporters going, we don't understand this, but yay. Yeah.
What a...
She's calling.
Chris wanted something to happen.
Oh, he did.
Absolutely. Absolutely wanted something to happen.
Yeah, he was looking for any reason to be able to go, oh, look, these people are these people are violent. We need to, no, these petitioners, they're violent people, they're irrational people. Yeah, he wanted something to happen.
Yeah.
And so then they walk outside. So just
Okay.
for anybody, I think most people who listen to this podcast have probably seen this video or portions of it.
Oh, gee.
But just for context,
Yeah.
all of the people who are for the petition have like signs that were printed for the petition. Like it looks like, oh, we're organized.
Yeah.
Everybody who's not, it's weird.
Yeah.
Their signs are like very Mickey Mouse,
Yeah.
like last minute desperation stuff.
That's how leash laws work.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that was interesting. Yeah, I have some video to share with you. Oh.
Did you get that, lady?
Oh, yeah.
They smacked my arm.
Yeah.
They kept getting into my face.
Yeah.
So I went,
Well,
get away. Mouth with the ponytail.
I don't know that was. What's that?
That lady's gonna be leaving a handcuff. You keep hitting it with her sign.
I didn't see anything.
Well, we got it on camera. We got it.
God, because somebody
You're
hit
You're
me.
freaking orange sign in my face.
Oh, I almost tore my shut up my.
Oh, there's Fascist
I want
Santa.
to cover up your face. It's so beautiful. It matches your pants. Oh, God. Frosty.
And that's what we call sexual harassment.
Yeah.
You're actually one of
Yeah.
my favorites.
Nice talking.
That's what he always says to me.
Oh, my God. Are you already indoctrinating that child? Come on.
Mike's there. They get that to schools they vote for.
Jeez.
They all look wonderful. Every one of them. You guys need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, so now we have Pelfrey going with the other
Oh yeah.
recaller.
Yeah.
Good God.
Go do your job.
Oh yeah, good. Do the victory thing, Barnett.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
Fuck off.
Yep. He
What
just,
a fucking cuck.
yeah. He had to like make himself look like I'm the big man.
Yeah.
One of the shortest guys there.
Oh my God.
Check out the nonprofits these people are associated with, especially Richard Flora. Check out Indivisible and all the other.
Oh yeah, that lady's special.
That lady is special.
Wasting county money. All they're doing is wasting county money. All you're doing is wasting county money.
Hey, you talk a lot about Indivisible.
It-
You talk a lot about Indivisible.
Oh,
but I
God.
don't think you even know who I am.
I'm right here.
What's that?
Investigate yourself.
I know, right?
She doesn't want to hear.
Oh my God.
For sure. Yeah.
I'm getting attacked and I don't know about it. That's not fair.
No, we should at least know. For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Holy God.
So that's about the end of that video.
Okay.
We got a few seconds left on this pause, and it's going to get into the other video. And
Okay.
there's going to be a consistent thing whenever the video's outside.
Yeah.
The lawnmower.
God damn it.
I know.
I don't like the lawnmower. Oh my God.
You want to tell me what's going on here? Commissioner,
So immediately he walks in, he zones in on Commander.
Who
here.
now? Who is this
So-
filming?
This is just he's a Republican Party
Oh,
like
okay.
a YouTuber. This
Okay.
is this is a guy where it's like after this video is done, I'll point him out. He
Okay.
comes up in a later thing that we're going to cover later after these things.
Okay.
But there's some funny shit in here that yeah.
Okay.
Barnett? Yeah, no, what's going on is we got a lot of supporters that don't want to recall, and apparently there's a recall for no basis. And it's the same people.
Except
that
how
did the
you're a
recall
fucking
before
idiot.
Against John West. Same people are doing it. A lot of people. If you see them over there, you can go through the crowd. It's surprising because I don't even know these people. So.
And I apologize for the choppiness of this. That's just
Okay.
the audio quality that came
Yeah.
through. I like that, though, for no reason except for the reasons listed on the petition, which are right there that he does not acknowledge in any way, shape, or form.
I saw that motherfucker fall asleep in a meeting.
Yeah.
Like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit insane. And this is not the craziest part. This is just him schmoozing.
Oh,
up to and Brandon's
yeah,
and Barnett.
okay.
Who is? Do we know who's behind all this? Richard Flora. He's a guy you don't know. From the Democratic Party, I believe, is Richard Flory. He's wearing a shirt that says, "I am the deep state."
Really?
Yeah, you can't miss him. He's over there.
And the commissioners are Republican. I mean, it's a nonpartisan
Republican,
but Republican.
And but we're for everybody. So people voted us in, as you know, and it's unfortunate that somebody, just because they didn't get their way on November 5th, has a result to this. No. It's time to stand up to this, and so people are. Look at all the supporters that we have here. People don't want the repeat of what happened. God.
So how do we stop as a county? How do we stop the same thing happening where they recall the commissioner before and we're successful? That's probably why they're trying it again.
Well, yeah, this is a preemptive strike, if you will, to say we're not going to take this again.
Yeah.
You know, everybody was trying to be nice, I think, last time. And
oh, fuck off!
Oh, yeah, no.
Fuck off, you motherfucker!
Yeah, no, it was not nice last time.
No!
West was a goddamn cuck about it. He was a prick, and he still has been. He's
been showing up in the fucking county meeting!
Yep. No, and it's fun because there is some news that we're going to go over again. Once all this is said and done. Not very long, but it's just this news, when we get to it, will make you, I think, happier.
Oh, okay.
But
well, great.
We have shit to get through before.
Yeah, let's get through it.
Okay.
And the negative got too carried away. Bad actors out there. And as you can see, if you just walk around the room,
as you can see the handful of people that I have.
I will. Thanks so much.
You bet.
So we'll get some commentary in a sec.
God.
Well, they had a recall once. They recalled the commissioner, and they were successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're trying it again. You succeeded something, you're going to try again.
Or hear me out. Hear me out. Maybe if you elect commissioners who are corrupt shitheads and incompetent twats, people are going to try to recall them again.
Right.
Maybe we shouldn't have West was recalled with like a gross majority of the people who voted on that recall election. It was almost 2 against 1.
Yeah, it was like 60-40.
Yeah, it was insane. And so the whole idea of, hey, these 2 people who we just elected were endorsed by West. Maybe there is an issue there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why, but it just seems like a stretch that this guy isn't putting together. So let's continue.
Okay.
People out here I see are mostly all no recall.
Oh, yeah. He has not gotten into the hall yet.
Yeah.
Where most of the pro recall are. So, yeah, that's what he's saying. It looks like mostly no recall because, again, he's commenting before he sees everything.
Right.
They're recalling Commissioners Black and Barnett. And they already successfully recalled Commissioner West. So they're going to try it again. Mike, you want to talk for a minute?
Oh, fuck off.
And the best part is he addressed him by his name.
Yeah.
This guy knows Mike.
Yeah, he knows him. Yep.
So I don't know if he knows him personally, but he at least knows of him, which means he knows that this is a racist piece of shit, and he's going out of his way to get commentary from him.
Yep.
Let's listen.
Great.
Why are you against the recall?
I'm against the recall because...
Yeah, crazy lady in the background.
Josephine County stands behind Chris Barnett, Andreas Black, our county commissioner.
Oh, God. Fuck.
Look at them britches. So I'm against the recall because Josephine County has what we call recall fatigue.
No, we don't.
No.
We're tired of our officials being attacked by left-wing and crazy Democrats. And
FYI, this is a bipartisan recall effort.
Yes.
The guy who has spearheaded this, the guy who's the chief filer of the petition, is a registered Republican.
Yeah.
So, bullshit from Mike.
Yes.
Extreme rhinos that are among
extreme rhinos.
Our county commissioners were elected to do a job, and they're doing their job.
No, they're not.
They just don't like the results.
Barnett fell asleep in class.
Sounds very familiar to
more than once, I think.
Yeah.
Going through as well.
Are the same people behind this that were essentially behind the West recall, John West?
They are the exact same people behind this recall.
No, they're
different
not.
Petitioners, but the faces are the same behind the scenes.
Oh my gosh. You mean you have overlap between people who were against a corrupt commissioner last time and people who are against a corrupt commissioner, a pair of corrupt commissioners this time?
Also, Mike is a fucking fascist who wants fascists to rise up because he's wearing a Trump 2028 t-shirt.
Yep. And this is also the same guy who has repeatedly called homeless people vermin.
Yeah.
You know, Nazi rhetoric.
Yeah, he's a Nazi.
Yeah. Let's listen to more of fascist Santa.
Great.
You'll see the same people out at the post office trying to gather signatures, and they're going to show up at the county commission meeting, and they're going to have their little 3 minutes of, you're a bad guy.
He's
No,
literally describing
they're just
himself when he
doing
goes to these county commissioner
Do you think
meetings.
the people are more mobilized this time than John West for the John West recall?
Well, I would say this. I say that if anybody's going to be mobilized, it's going to be the Republican Party and those that stand behind our commissioners. And I think that once we get the message out to the entire county, because these guys are a minority. If you don't believe me, go back to November 2024
fucking
and look at the
A,
election
Mike.
results. How many Democrats and how many rhinos were elected? I know how to count to zero. Do you?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jesus Christ. What a fucking Nazi.
Yep, little Nazi guy.
Yeah.
And he's got a nice little liberty or death tattoo on his arm.
Well, I know which word I would want for him.
I mean, look, I'd rather the suffering part. He can wait, it's like a while, but,
once they see that there's no God.
Yeah. All right. So now we get a little bit, I think, into the actual, the people who are for the recall for a bit. And you notice there's about as many people in this hall as there were out in the open area.
Yeah, there are. Huh, weird.
And Ken's still there talking.
So this is where they are filing the recall petition. And you see the recall signs in red and the recall people over here on this side pretty much. And
So where's your signs, Ken?
they're handing out signs right now.
Deep State, Josephine County. And I believe that shirt is mocking shit that Barnett and Bletch have said before.
Yes.
Who's behind the recall position? What's that? Can you tell me who's behind the recall?
It's a grassroots group. It's a nonpartisan group.
Okay.
It's made up of Democrats, Republicans, non-affiliated voters. It's just people in the community that are tired of the incompetence in this office, the lack of transparency, the fact that they don't communicate with their constituents. And so it has nothing to do with party affiliation, nothing whatsoever.
Okay. Are you a registered Democrat or Republican?
I'm one of 2 Democrats on the committee.
And how many Republicans are on
About
it?
15.
There's 15 Republicans on
About,
it?
yeah.
Okay. Are the same people behind the John West recall behind this recall?
So I was on that recall.
Okay. What is your name?
My name is Rick Flora.
Rick
Some of us
Are you the
were on
one?
the
Are you the main petitioner?
Pardon me?
Are you the main petitioner here?
No, the main petitioner
he's
is Jim
inside.
Goodwin, and he's inside.
Oh.
Notice it sounds like he's trying to fish for certain answers.
Yeah.
And when he's like, oh, I'm not getting the answer I want, he's trying to shift to something else. So.
And so a lot of Republicans are saying that you guys, a lot of people just don't like the people in power right now because they're not Democrats or they're not.
It has nothing to do with party affiliation. It has to do with their lack of competence, the fact that they're not transparent, the fact that their constituents talk to them and they don't listen.
So are you comfortable with either a Republican or Democrat being in office?
Absolutely. It's a nonpartisan office.
Not the answers he's looking for.
I don't care if they're a Democrat or Republican. They just need to be competent, know what they're doing, and work for us, all of us.
Where do people find the reasons for the recall? Is it on a website or something?
Yeah, there's a website called restorejoco.org. And so the information that's on the petitions is on there, and there'll be more and more information posted on there all the time.
Okay, so I'm going to bring this up because it'll have a bearing later on things. But Mr. Morgan, I'm just bringing this up so you can see the website. It's not .org, mind you. It's .com.
Okay.
But restore, if it'll come up to, oh, right. That helps. RestoreJoco.com.
Okay.
And it's fairly straightforward. Restore Joco, trust transparency, Commissioners Barnett and Bledge, recall, demand, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And you scroll down, you see the reasons why for both of them right there. And I definitely recommend people check that out. You know, you can donate to the campaign if you want to. You don't need to, but, you know, check out what there is, because those main reasons are on there. And that's going to come up later, not necessarily in this video. But
okay.
Thank you. You're quite welcome.
Why are you against the recall, sir?
Well, we have two good commissioners, and I'll tell you, I'm certainly troubled with what they did to John West.
Right. Well, later he was found to be...
after the fact, he was exonerated.
No, he wasn't. He was not exonerated. John West was in no way, shape, or form exonerated.
Nope.
So,
after he was recalled, wasn't he?
Yeah, after he was recalled, it was
a little late, right?
Proven. Yeah, it's a little late. It's all proven to be lies.
No,
so
it wasn't.
This is the same thing.
What a fucking cuck.
No, literally, John West took like many of the petitioners to court. I think the most recent one was, or the big one was against former Commissioner Lily Morgan. As one of the main people behind his recall.
Yeah.
And he was trying to sue her under the premise of the 6 reasons you gave on this petition for the recall are lies, or they're like they don't count.
Yeah.
And the judge ruled, I think, for maybe 5 of the reasons on there either were factually correct or were a matter of opinion in which that you can't sue her for.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, this is not a matter of defamation. This is an opinion that she's sharing.
Yeah.
And the last one, he didn't rule one way or the other on it because I don't have enough information one way or the other to make a ruling on this.
Right.
So he literally spent money to prove that this recall effort was legit. Yeah. Like all the reasons were legit. And then you have these morons who are just saying going, oh, he was exonerated because reading is hard.
These are Republican fascist cucks that will only want to protect their own no matter what the fuck they say or do.
I mean, these are the kinds of people that, look, they wanted to support Trump because Trump was going to go after the pedophiles. But now that Trump is very obviously on the list of pedophiles.
They will protect... These people will protect the pedophiles as long as that pedophile has an R next to their name.
Yep. And it's like, these are the same people. West had an R next to his name.
Yeah.
And so they have to
These people are fucking cowards that have no principles.
Yep. So let's continue with this bullshit.
They're just putting it out there to see if they can get them recalled, whether or not, whatever their issues with them are valid or not, you know?
My understanding is that the Commissioner Barnett is fighting a situation in court, but he hasn't been proven guilty of anything.
Holy shit!
Nope.
What the where the fuck are these people?
Yep. So, no, again, going back to Commissioner Barnett, for clarification and redundancy's sake, because
why the fuck not?
Yeah. So yeah, Commissioner Chris was found guilty by a jury of his peers. And so anyone who's been on a jury, you know that the jury has to come to a unanimous decision. If there is one person on the jury who says, I don't buy this, that's called a hung jury, in which case shit happens. Nothing happens.
Yep.
So a full functioning jury of Barnett's peers had to find Barnett, and by the way, his wife, because she's in cahoots with this company thing, guilty of 72 counts of civil elder abuse. Not criminal, not like felony elder abuse, but civil elder abuse, and fine him $3.2 million.
Yep.
He then went to the Oregon Supreme Court to challenge it, and the Oregon Supreme Court said...
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
No, we're not overturning this bullshit.
Yeah.
So, again, this, I believe, is what this guy is referring to. This jerk off. And it is insane. The disconnect with reality.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now that I've been animated, let's continue.
Let's continue.
Which, in the United States of America, you're innocent. You're supposed to be guilty.
Right? You're supposed to be. Thank you.
Do we have to fucking pause this again?
No.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm not. I mean, he will at some point, probably soon, but not right now.
A lot of signs here.
Sorry, I'm going to pause just for it. I liked it. He's in the midst of the no recall. It's like, just under his breath, a lot of signs here.
A lot of signs here.
Even,
even though when I was in the other fucking hallway, I saw a lot of signs too.
Yeah, it's like, now I'm going to do commentary. A lot of signs here.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So.
A lot of people out here in the hallway.
A lot of people out here.
Josephine County's been through a lot.
Oh, God.
John West was recalled, and now there's people who are after two of the three well, they're after all the commissioners right now. Two of them are being recalled.
I mean, they're only trying to recall two of them.
Yeah, you might as well throw the third one in there, too, to make it just sound better.
Now, to be fair on this, there have been people who, are involved or, volunteering and whatnot with this petition who've been asking, especially after the library vote went through because of Ron. So why the fuck aren't we including Ron in this?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think he should be.
I do too. But here's the thing. When they filed the recall petition, Ron was not doing, he wasn't being great, but Ron was coming off more of it's less corruption, more bumbling.
Because Ron is trying to play both sides. As we saw during that vote.
Yeah.
Where it was like, oh, I'll vote for Barnett, but then, I'll also vote for Bleck's thing.
Yeah.
It's like he's trying to play both sides. And I think he's been doing really good at making people buy into that.
I agree. And so when this petition was being filed, you had a lot of people who were just going, okay, look, we're trying to recall two of them. And it's going to be difficult enough as it is recalling two of them. And Ron right now hasn't really done anything where it's like, okay, this is blatant, obvious corruption. This is he's not the smartest guy there.
Sure.
Not the sharpest tack in the box by any means, although that's also a low bar given Chris.
Yeah.
But they've been looking at it like he doesn't come across as someone we have to get rid of. Maybe he is actually trying to do the right thing.
Sure.
And then after the whole thing with the library where it's like, are you fucking kidding me? He literally just pulled a 180 and screwed it over, which, after that, it's like, okay, well, we've got the paperwork ready to file. It's too late to change ships now.
Sure.
So
whatever.
That's more or less where this has gotten into, and that's why Ron's not on the petition. And honestly, if both Bletch and Barnett get recalled, I'm generally okay with that in the immediate.
Yeah.
So let's continue listening to this guy monologuing a little bit before the video ends.
Okay.
And we'll let it play out, but the squeaky wheel is going to get the grease. So people who are involved are going to make the difference. I think for the John West recall, which he wasn't even found guilty of anything.
Yes, he was.
After the fact, they found out at the state level he wasn't guilty.
Nope. We've already talked about it.
Nope. Actually, fun thing. This, because we're talking again, we talked about that lawsuit he had against Lily Morgan. On the state level, the what was it, the ethics committee?
Yeah.
They found that with the campaign finance law, he did violate that. So, the whole thing's at the state level, he was found. No, he was found totally.
You just have to listen to these people. You just have to listen to know that they don't care what is going on. If you're a Republican, they will defend you at all costs.
As long as you're not a rhino Republican.
As long as you're not a rhino.
Which I view as a reasonable Republican.
Whatever. Yeah. But whatever. They will doggedly defend. And it doesn't matter what the crime is. They will doggedly defend them, and when they get found guilty, they'll be like, no, well, that was a Democrat judge. Even if it wasn't, they don't care. They have no moral compass.
Nope. It's the moral compass is my team is right.
Yeah.
Always. And if they're not right, it's because somebody cheated or something.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish this one up.
Successfully removed from office. So the people who are going to make the noise, the people who are going to take the action are the ones who are going to win. They're going to win for the county of Josephine County. So if you want your county, then you've got to fight for it.
This is
Okay, so now we're going to get into the KOBI did a thing, and the video was longer than this. I just snipped the part from Chris being on here, so we're going to listen to Chris how he's going to tell it to KOBI.
Fun.
Surprise, but it's not a surprise. I mean, these people, the same people, the players, if you will, were the same people that have said they're going to recall us on November 5th of last year when we won.
Literally nobody said that they were going to recall him right out the gate.
I am surprised by some of the actors, though, that have come out that I've really worked with and reached out to, been very generous and nice and listened to their issues.
Oh,
and they're some of the people supporting this. So I kind of worry about who you can trust out there.
Okay.
Wow.
So that was the cutoff of that. Again,
okay.
The way they edit it, I very strongly suspect. You know how Barnett has that habit of saying nothing over a period of a long fucking time? I think that was the most coherent shit they got out of him.
Yeah.
So next is this is a social media post that Barnett did on his own. He is wearing an Oregon Ducks shirt, which makes me embarrassed. I went to U of O. It doesn't actually. It's just like he's branding. That's all that shit. He's got his service before self with the Air Force thing in the background.
Okay, who cares?
This is going to be about 5-6 minutes.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Hi everybody, Chris Barnett here. Happy Friday. It's a Labor Day weekend. A lot of stuff going on. I got my purple on, my purple bracelet, the purple chair events going on today. I just wanted to give you a little bit of end-of-month update. As you know, there's a person trying to get me and another commissioner out of office. We've been in, 7 months, just over 7 months into our term, and a former employee that's been here a lot longer than I have resigned with a severance package.
Yeah, why would that be?
Yeah, why?
So,
and because he took some money and left, he thinks that we are bad, and I don't even know the guy. So the petitioner, as you know, never has met with me in my office about any situation in his department.
Because you're never in there. How can you fucking run a bunch of social media sites, be out there with the protesters, be out on the streets? Where the fuck are you, Chris?
And he's a realtor.
Yeah.
He owns a realty company. So, something fun, by the way, I don't have this video for this, but it's adorable.
Oh, God.
Because Chris more than once says, I don't even know this guy. And then somebody cut a video where it's like, hey, here is Chris and
shit
and Smith, and they're all in a room. And this guy, when he was working before he resigned, he comes in and talks to them about the stuff. And it's like, I've never met this guy. I've never talked to him before. It's like, oh, Chris is a fucking liar.
He's
or
an
idiot or both.
Yeah, well, both.
So, yeah, I want to bring that up because, again, there's a reason why Chris is a lying sack of shit. It's because he lies.
Yeah.
To do a recall on people with no valid reasons. I read
plenty of valid reasons. No, he didn't.
There's nothing in there. This is political. This is nothing but political.
You're in a political office.
Nothing to do with an actual action.
So I forget because it's been a while since I actually watched this video when I was editing this shit down. And I forget, Chris is saying, I've read the reasons, and it's just political. There's no reason there. It's just no valid reason. You know what would be a really good thing for him to do if it was really just purely political and these aren't valid reasons?
Yeah.
It would be to read off the reasons and address them.
Yeah.
Do you think he does that?
Ooh. I'm going to say no.
I'm going to, let's listen and find out.
Just want to let you guys know, you voted me in, and I will stand true to fight for you and our way of life in Josephine County. I'm from here, I live here, and I breathe Josephine County.
Dude, your wife told you to stay.
I've been out and about in the community as well, and I've been trying to be the most transparent politician, if you will, ever.
Bullshit.
And I've been out and about to everything I can to support our departments, support our organizations, support business.
Looks up the library. And just FYI, he has been to businesses where people go, why are you here? We don't want you here. Like, it's a surprise. Like, I'm here to interview your business. And people are like,
no,
that's
not how this works.
It's not even a matter of, no, we don't like you in your politics. It's a matter of, dude, you need to check with us first. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh my God.
So when he says he does this stuff, again, he likes to play journalist.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's wrong, let me know. If you don't want
It's
that type
wrong.
of information from
Many
a public
people have let him know it's
official,
wrong.
I'm more than happy to stop tomorrow.
No, you wouldn't.
Because
Oh,
there's
fuck
people
off.
that are trying to get me out of office that don't like me doing the community spirit. And if we don't have community spirit in our county will die. So,
I don't think so.
Yeah, here's the thing. There is community spirit. When he says community spirit, this is reminding me of like back in high school.
Yeah.
School spirit.
Yeah, this is a school spirit day.
And here's the thing that drives me nuts. It's okay to have school spirit. In high school, it bugged the shit out of me because I didn't care. But the thing is, overall, it's okay to have school spirit.
Yeah.
It's okay to have community spirit.
Fine.
Nobody cares about that.
No.
The problem is when you do shit that is against the community,
Yeah.
and then go, I have community spirit.
Uh-huh.
That's called lying.
Yes.
That's hypocrisy.
Yeah.
That pisses people the fuck off.
Uh-huh.
And this is a lot of what he's doing.
And saying nothing.
Oh, yeah.
there's a effort going on right now to recall 2 of us. 7 months into my term, I've never had that happen in my life on anything.
Have you had public office?
No. Nope, this is his first time.
I
being
guess,
in public
yeah,
office.
he's never had it happen to him. Weird.
Go figure.
Yeah.
His first time being in public office, he's never had anybody recall him from public office before. I'm shocked.
Oh, my God.
So.
I'm not a quitter. I'm a doer. And maybe people don't like that I'm a doer. I don't know. It's kind of interesting to see who's at play here. So when you're out and about, see who's signing these things. See and watch who's showing up at these events. They're people you and I know.
Yeah. So here's
that sounds like a vaguely veiled threat.
Yeah, that seems very much like voter intimidation or something akin to it.
Yes,
because he's telling people go to these petition signings, see who's signing them.
Yeah,
read the names of who's on this. And it's like, dude, that's literally voter intimidation.
Yes.
That's insanely crossing into territory here. That's like
I would say he crossed a line.
Yeah. Now legally, and when we're talking like legally and ethically, 2 different things. I think what he did legally might be technically okay just because he's using vague language.
He crossed a line.
Ethically, no. This is a huge ethics violation.
Yeah.
But legally, is it?
Okay.
And that's where it's like I think, and I don't even think he's doing that, like playing with that line intentionally. I think it's just dumb fucking luck. So
people that I know that I'm pretty disappointed that they're jumping on a bandwagon of one former employee
because they're disappointed with you.
He resigned and took the money and ran. To me, that is bad. If you've been a manager, you've been any leadership position in your life, you know that running an organization means hiring and firing. It means reorganization. It means fine-tuning the budget. It means all of that. That's why I ran for this position, because people wanted good people that actually had some experience in doing things.
Which, keep in mind, this is his first time. In public office.
Yeah.
His job as a realtor in no way, shape, or fucking form prepares him for this. Because in realty, you're not handling multiple offices for different branches. So, again, like my mind is just like, the wheels are spinning trying to catch the sense he's making. And I know there's no sense here, but it doesn't stop the brain from trying to make sense of it. It hurts.
And I mentioned this a couple episodes ago. You know, he's the guy in the office that thinks he knows how to do everything. And this is proving it even more. He thinks he is... Boy, he's talking a lot here about how he's in this to win it and he knows how to do everything and yada, yada, yada. But he's never been in this position before.
Yeah.
He has no experience. He is just bullshitting his way through a county commissioner job.
Yeah. Exactly. It's the fake it till you make it thing, except this is not something where you fake it and eventually you make it.
Right.
Oh, we got about 2 more minutes.
Well, I have that experience.
Nope.
My colleagues
have
experience doing that. But recalling 2 of us for the reason of nothing but just to do it, it's political. This is not something to take lightly, everybody. I love everybody in our community. I will go into the dangerous areas to try to bring compromise, and
dodge sniper
I've
fire.
Proven that.
Yeah.
That to mend
Crossing the
things
street.
with the library,
Yeah.
the 4-H extension, community relationships, building bridges, uniting Josephine County. There are people that are against me because I stand up for good. Is
No, you
that
don't.
wrong? If it's wrong, I mean, I shouldn't be here.
So this is a classic tactic.
Yeah.
I claim that I am for the side of good.
Yeah.
Everything I stand for is good. And therefore my opponents, they are evil. Instead of, hey, look, I'm standing up for what I think is good.
Yeah.
Because what you think is good, that's subjective. And that can be like, people can reasonably say, okay, look, some Nazis did think that they were doing the right thing. And then later they were like, oh shit, that's what was happening to them. And so, but if you say, no, I am standing up for good. Good is relative.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're making an absolute comment on that is both disturbing and it also shows that he doesn't understand what's going on.
Right.
But you voted me in because you saw that I will back up what I said I'm going to do.
We voted you in because you're the most goddamn signs, you
recall
jackass.
petitions out there, please don't fall for it.
Him and Wes spent like so much time making sure they had the most signs up there.
Yes.
And this fucking weasel got pissy and butthurt and claimed that there was election interference when somebody moved his sign. Now, granted, they should have contacted the correct authorities to move it, but they moved his sign because his sign was in a place it should not have been.
I almost feel like, and I just had this thought, I almost feel like if you were to have a bunch of signs out that were done in an artistically pleasing way, like if you were driving down the road and you saw, a vote for so-and-so commissioner sign, and it was done in a way that was like pleasing, I think you would get more votes, even if you had the same amount of signs out that Barnett did.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the people around here, we're in a very red county, and I know they don't understand art. And so if someone who doesn't understand art sees something artistically done, even if they don't understand it, even if they don't know how to create art themselves, I think they'll see that and be like, oh, well, that looks nice. Maybe I'll vote for them. And that's as far as it ever gets around here.
I think that's a part of it. I think, though, in this last election, it was just sheer mass because the ones with the most signs were Smith and Barnett. And West definitely spent money and helped get those two shitheels elected.
And those signs were fucking bland.
Oh, yes.
There was nothing to them.
But all the signs were bland.
All the signs are bland.
So
Come into my office and meet with me personally, one-on-one.
Are you over there?
The people that are doing the petitions and doing these things have never met me.
Fuck off, you motherfucker!
Don't know my background.
Fuck off!
My service is strong.
Oh, we know your fucking background. That's why we're fucking here.
So don't fall into the hype. Stay positive. I'm working my butt off for you. I'm here today. I'm out in the community.
It's toxic positivity.
You're out in the community.
Working for you under my term as county commissioner.
Yep.
So please support me in this mission.
Fuck off.
We gotta do something about it and say enough's enough. If you don't like
you even
people
dare
waiting
say
another
God
4
bless
years,
after this is
but
over.
You don't have to recall people.
I forget if he does.
As soon as they get in an office and you meet the mark where you can recall them. You know, these people already.
So the mark was actually a month before the recall went through. People waited a little bit because they're like, okay, he's done a lot of shit to piss us off, but let's give him a little bit of time. And then the dumb fuck shit with those library stuff just kept going downhill. And so again, people actually gave him a little bit of extra time.
I have messages that these people were already trying to recall me on day one.
No.
This happened November 5th of last year, everybody.
No, it really didn't.
They already threatened to take me out. And these are the same people that ran against me. Some of these people ran against me. Some of these people lost their elections. They're upset. They're sour because they lost.
I don't recall any of the people in the recall committee who actually
watch
ran.
The people who signed these petitions, you can see the names on them. When you go there, I've already had people go to there and seen people's names on there that they were just shocked. Some of them were former people who lost their elections. Anyway, stay strong, everybody. I love you. Go Josephine County, and let's fight this. Have a great Labor Day weekend.
Oh, good. He didn't say God bless. But also, fuck you.
Yep.
Because what the fuck?
Yep.
Why do people have to fucking go to your own fucking office when they're right there at the fucking county commissioner meetings?
Yeah, no.
What the fuck?
So again, I can't do this because I work the days that he's going to be in office, as do you. Mm-hmm. I think it would be fantastic if people took him up on that and said, yeah, no, we'll see a one-on-one, except it's going to be you and it's going to be like 5 or more of us. Uh-huh. And if you do this, again, bring something to record the audio with it. But do that. Because the whole idea of one-on-one is, first, if they promise anything they can't deliver, then they can deny it.
Yeah.
But 2, if it's not a one-on-one, if this is like, okay, there's like 5 of us here, it kind of helps diffuse the thing of, well, I have the authority of being the county commissioner. And
right.
I think they rely on that quite a bit. Mm-hmm. So before we get into the other thing, I just want to point out here on the recall petition, the reasons, basically the reasons why Barnett and Bletch on the recall petition, why they're being recalled. Mm-hmm. So for Barnett, first, voted to temporarily give away voting power and hand over personal authority to just one unelected commissioner. That's Bletch. This resulted in lawsuits, unexplained layoffs, unexplained department restructurings, and also the firing of several well-respected county department directors. 2, voted to approve a voluntary employee resignation program that cost over $700,000 in related payoffs without appropriate justification. 3, Oregon Supreme Court recently upheld a $3.2 million judgment for elder financial abuse and breach of contract for Barnett's company's purchase of an RV resort. 4, voted in January 2025 to prematurely cancel the lease agreement for the GP Library District branch, and in March of 2025 paid for Facebook advertising to spread an article that was advocating against the library's interest. 5, threatened and attempted to silence local citizens and media members against their First Amendment rights. That's just for Barnett.
Oh boy, let's hear Bleck.
Bleck, we got 4 reasons. And keep in mind, these are not all the reasons ever to recall these guys.
Right.
They have a character cap. And they have to be within that.
Okay.
So for 1, according to the county's former budget officer, he attempted to promote the IT/emergency management director to a newly created position with a total compensation package cost of approximately $388,000 per year. 2, he accepted temporary sole personal authority by the Board of Commissioners. Actions taken while holding sole personal authority resulted in lawsuits, unexplained layoffs, unexplained department restructuring actions, and also the firing of several well-respected county department directors. 3, recommended and voted to approve the voluntary employee resignation program costing over $700,000 in related payoffs without appropriate justification. And 4, insulted local citizens during several weekly business sessions and refused to answer many questions from citizens and local media. So when Chris goes up there and he's just like, yeah, no, it's political. There's no reason. Chris is full of shit.
He is.
He is absolutely full of shit.
Yeah.
So next we're going to get into the county commissioner business meeting for September 4th, 2025.
God. Okay.
It was a pretty short business meeting.
Okay.
And we're not going to cover all of it.
Okay.
FYI, there is a really recent article from the Daily Courier about some of the stuff that has been brought up thus far in some of the videos and will be brought up in this video from the guy who shot the Republican who did the YouTube video thing we did some commentary on. And some of the comments will be made in this county commissioner meeting, and I'll try to bring it up when the timing is appropriate. Just FYI.
Right. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm just FYI. You know how I normally start it with like their the prayer and stuff.
Yeah.
Again, this is between all these videos. It's going on long enough. I'm cutting that out.
Thank God.
We're getting right to Judy.
Do it. Oh no.
Good morning, Judy Aaron, President of Josephine County.
Yeah.
First,
FYI, Mr. Morgan, just for you, because the listeners can't tell, the video on this is going to be choppy.
Okay.
This is, again, I don't know why, but the county commissioner's cameras caught all this shit very choppily.
Well, it's because they, got rid of $700,000 that they could have used to, get better camera equipment.
This is true.
I want to thank you for my road, which hasn't had the white and the yellow strips in there. I live in a little small street just in the county, just off Hamilton, and they came out there, and now they're bright yellow and bright white. So thank you so much for having. I know it's a little thing to most people, but for the community on my street, it's a big thing. So thank you again, very, 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 very much.
Great.
Also, I wanted to just say we are so blessed to live in this country, and thanks to our founding fathers, most of them godly people. They have given us this freedom. If you think of all the countries like China, North Korea, Cuba, Cambodia, you can go on, and all those godless countries.
What?
Yep, they're godless. Sorry, I have to include her because it's been so long, and this for me is just this is just so goddamn ridiculous.
She is a clown.
She absolutely is a clown, and she is a poorly educated clown.
Yes,
and she's a clown that, by the way, at the end of this, when it's the commissioner's turns to respond, just for a little spoiler, Barnett will mention it's always nice to have a history recap from you. It's what fucking history?
There's no history there.
This is revisionist history bullshit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So again, But this is it brings me joy in a sixth sense because, and I don't mean sixth like the number 6, in a sick, twisted sense.
Yes.
Because it's this is how stupid some of these people are.
Yeah.
For even wanting to proclaim the word of God, etc. There's even, I think I once, I don't know if it's in Minnesota because it's pretty liberal, but anyway, they don't even allow praying in front of some of the areas on public sidewalks.
That's bullshit.
There's some place here that's even disallowed in America. So it's getting pretty scary
total bullshit.
To what's going on in a country that's based on freedom for everyone, not just certain
Whoa. Yep. Freedom for everyone, and yet you're only talking about one specific person.
Yep.
Go fuck off, you fucking clown shoes.
Now, I have to admit, though, it is interesting to see somebody stand upright and talk out of their ass at the same time.
One. So that's kind of important. And also, I would just like to say that with the concerns in this community on the library, I would ask those people to direct some of their energy, if they're listening, because they're not obviously here today, is that we have a concern about our public schools. If you want to take your energy and really direct it, since we're kind of second or third on the bottom in the nation on our reading, writing, and our basic skills, because they're really into public health things like I've shared before. I don't want to go in. It's pretty graphic what they want to share. We've got some good people in Three Rivers now that's going to correct that at this next meeting, which incidentally, anybody that's listening today, it's on the 17th of this month at the public headquarters, and I think it's 3 or 4 o'clock. I think it's 3. I'm not sure. You don't quote me. You can go online and check with Three Rivers. So along that line, I look at our kids that can't read by the 3rd grade, which is tragic in the nation. And when you look at what we're looking at, even in our health department, if you haven't seen it, they're having a Senate hearing this morning with I'm trying to think of.
Yep.
I can't think of the guy. But he's talking about the health education,
it's a real
and
shame.
we're so low on the podium with the nation being our 70% of our kids who can't.
I think she's talking about RFK
really
Jr., but it could be wrong.
So Kennedy, I'm thinking of Kennedy Jr.
Oh,
so if you haven't seen it.
Yeah,
wow,
brainworms.
Now I called my
and
senator
heroin,
he was
cured
really
of ADHD.
for what he's doing. But he's getting rid of a lot of the chemicals and the cereals and stuff. He really wants to return our very advanced community to health. Thanks so much.
So she went 3 seconds over, 4 seconds over.
Grants pass. Yes, Christopher. I am here again to state my objection to the forced promotion of the Christian faith in the form of Christian prayer by public employees.
Sorry, it's been a while since we've had him and reviewed we listened to, and I just wanted to listen to because I do enjoy listening to what he says.
Okay, yep.
During a government meeting. As the Supreme Court has held, your actions are not lawful under the Establishments Clause, declaring that government remain neutral between religion as well as between religion and non-religion. You and many others come here every week wearing your religious and other group symbols, yet you have the unmitigated gall to publicly single out and chastise me for the wearing of mine. Yes. I have as much right as all the rest to wear a MAGA hat, a yarmulke, or a veteran's hat. I call you out for your continued abuse, as stated by the courts, of the elderly, such as me, in your harassment and singling out of me, not recognizing my right to be free, as anyone else, to display my symbols of beliefs without retribution and persecution from my government representatives. You, who took the oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States and its law. What could better demonstrate the need for your recall than your failure to honor that oath? The honorable alternative to recall would be for the both of you to immediately admit your far-reaching failures and inability to appropriately lead this county by the immediate submission of your resignations. Andreas, I feel the success of your recall is imminent and will be overwhelmingly approved by the voters. You, sir, are universally disliked. Your clandestine, tyrannical, and non-responsive behavior will win for you the popular vote of removal. As for you both, your time on this board will live in infamy, and the self-serving, unconscionable, and destructive actions perpetrated during your time on this board will negatively fall you in all your future endeavors. Your immediate resignation would also be the most welcomed and the most honorable thing you can still do. I do solemnly swear and affirm that I support the constitutional laws of the United States and the state of Oregon and the charter and ordinances and rules and procedures for Josephine County, and I will faithfully, honorably perform those duties in the office for which I am about to assume. The upholding of the oath has not been met. I encourage everyone who cares about this county and its future to do the right thing and remove these two scoundrels from office so that we can do our best to repair the damage already done and get back to work making Josephine County the great place we know it can be. Go to the recall center on K Street between 6th and 7th and sign the recall petition today, because this effort cannot wait until tomorrow. Sic semper tyrannis.
Oh, God. Yep. Holy shit.
Yeah. No, again, I am tickled pink. And it's just, he's definitely commented before when we've gone over these, and it's just, they've been such long goddamn videos where it's like, I had to.
Tyrannus.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I really wanted to include that back in there because that was great.
That's good. That's good. That's cathartic.
It is.
There you go.
Don't worry. There's going to be the opposite of that.
Shit.
More of it.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Zephyr, Josephine County.
Well, she's not one of the ones that's going to stress us out.
Leoism. If you want to piss people off, mess with the elderly and children. By not signing the library lease and the interagency or intergovernmental agreement for extension, that's what's happening. It doesn't take much for either of you to bust away from Andreas's influence and go with the lease option. No, we don't need to worry about a termination clause because the dog licensing could go over to the sheriff's office. They already work for him. You had Tamra take a bunch of extension building reserve money to remodel an office, leaving the fair office open. There's no reason that Dave Streeter couldn't move into that, and the two of them could not work it out during fair for her to have some office space and him to have some office space. That would leave the forestry park and rec building available for planning, the much reduced planning and public health to move into. Those are only the buildings I know about. So it's easy enough. We don't need that clause in there. When it comes to extension, if the rumor is true that Andreas is trying to put a 30-day without clause termination in there, well, that bar's pretty high because someone in Youth and Ag has harassed me that's also on the Fair Board, and you have yet to act on it. Those two grievances that I have filed are completely separate. The one will be handled by the Fair Board. The harassment is on you because board members serve at your will. So that bar is going to be pretty high for you to cancel any agreement. What you also are overlooking is you're messing with kids' right to education by not filing that. Clubs should already be being formed with meetings being held for kids in 4-H, educational opportunities are being lost out on. Once that IA gets signed, it takes a while to hire a person, get them on staff. Then we as 4-H leaders have to apply. We have to go through a background check. Then we have to be trained. I'd like you to ask your risk management if the Youth and Ag Director has background checks on her leaders. I'm guessing she may have just taken leaders, the word that Extension did their job, but you need to ask risk management. Where is the insurance for the kids? I ask that because 4-H provides liability insurance for the kids and leaders. Well, since payments for Youth and Ag are made for the fairgrounds, you're taking on that liability. There are direct and indirect benefits. Oh, my time's up. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Mike Pelfrey, resident of Grants.
God fucking damn it.
Yep.
So I'd like to cover a couple items. One, I would like to talk about the peaceful protest that the Democrats and...
Oh, yeah. So during the protest, there was before this. Little Edgar here decided to grace the protest with his presence.
Great.
He had people follow him, which, you know, he goes there as an agitator. He's actually trying to get somebody to slap the shit out of him. He is going to misrepresent some of the things that happened here. Surprise.
Great.
And then he is going to talk about how somebody almost took a swing at him, which he very much tried to instigate.
Extremist put on Memorial Day weekend right out in front of the courthouse this past weekend.
Technically, it was Memorial Day.
I decided
Fascist Santa.
to counter-protest. Not many of my side of the table showed up, but when I did show up, one of their lovely
one other
members
schmuck who was
decided
not
to get
involved with him at all.
unhinged and spit in my face. That's what you're dealing with when you're talking about the recall. As a matter of fact, this particular person sitting here, I'm not going to make it personal, but I will just tell you, someone in this room.
I'm not making it personal, but there's someone. Fuck off.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Stabbed me with a campaign sign last year. This is what we're dealing with in this county. And these people are radical. When I say radical.
Okay, pause it right now.
Okay.
This guy's a radical because he's wearing a fucking ice shirt with a fucking ice hat.
Yep.
How are you not radical, Mike? You're making it all of your personality is this.
So remember, every accusation is a confession.
Right.
Exactly. So, we got more.
Okay.
They're beyond radical. They're extremists and they're anti-Americans.
You are too, you
they
fucking
should be
Nazi.
Rounded up, incarcerated, and then possibly deported for the simple fact that they support everything, or I should say they support everything that's against our way of life.
Fuck you!
So
you fucking cunt!
To clarify. To clarify.
Yes.
He's not talking about rounding up and deporting immigrants.
No! He's talking about fucking us!
Yeah, he's talking about U.S.
Fuck
foreign
off,
citizens.
Mike! I swear to God, if a leftist gets in, Mike should be the first one on a fucking boat.
I mean, the problem is the leftist isn't going to be the one to send him out.
You know what? The leftist better fucking do it, though.
That would be funny. Just the whole thing of like, look, you said this should happen. We
Yeah.
got into power.
Go
Hey, Mike.
fuck off, Mike.
Mike, we're going to send you to El Salvador. I think that would be great.
Actually, I would just prefer to Mike just be on a boat and we just leave him out there.
I mean,
you know, like no country at all. Just see ya.
I think El Salvador would do him good.
Yeah, maybe. He'd probably like it too much.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't want to send him to Argentina because they already have too many Nazis there.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't care about this country. What they care about
You don't either.
is they care about anything that goes against their deep agenda. Now, I want to talk a
Holy
little bit
shit.
about the library, too, because I will tell you that I've never been shy when it comes to talking about the library. And one of the things that I'm noticing of lately is the fact that our library property is being utilized by the homeless that's here in our community. I have never, ever in my life, ever, even as a kid, had to worry about going to the library. Can you imagine sending your child? When I was a kid, it was nothing for me to just say, hey, to my mom and dad, I'm going to the library to do my homework.
I
because it was
highly
a
doubt
safe
you did that.
environment. This library is as unsafe as it possibly gets. Not only is it unsafe because they loiter all over the property, but if you just look down the street and go look at these feral cages of humans that are sitting
Nazi
over there.
rhetoric.
We have no idea what's amongst us. There are criminals. Look at what just happened in one of the homeless shelters here in our community. Somebody got arrested for attempted murder. That's what we're dealing with in this town. So if you think as a parent for 1 second that this library is a safe place to drop your child off.
So here's the thing. First, I don't drop my kid off at the library. I take my kid to the library and my kid gets to check out, like books and stuff, but they're not the age yet where I'm going to drop them off.
Yeah.
And when they are old enough that I can drop them off if they want to be dropped off there.
Yeah.
I have not seen anything at the library that
Mike's
makes me
a fucking
think,
liar.
Yeah. It's like, oh, there's a homeless person here.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're not being dangerous. They're not being aggressive. Usually when they're in there, they're doing one of a couple things. They're either trying to use the computers on there to, like for resources, to maybe, I don't know, apply for work, find something that, like they're trying to do what they want people to do, pick themselves up by the bootstraps.
Right.
Or when it's really hot out, they're trying to get into a place where it's like, hey, I have health issues. It's air conditioned in here. May I please?
Yeah.
And during the winter, hey, it's really cold out. It's heated in here. May I please? I have never seen some homeless person go into the library and just like, yeah, I'm going to make people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's my goal. I'm going to be here and I'm a sketchy motherfucker. I have not seen that.
No.
Ever.
No.
And we do not spend not a lot of time at the library.
Yeah. Also, Mike is the one that has told us multiple times that, oh, I spent 3 weeks out in Yakima. Oh, I've been away from town. Like, what are you doing, Mike? What are you doing?
So you want to know something especially fun about Mr. Edgar here?
Yeah.
So Edgar, he's like I believe it was a financial accountant or something. Guess how much educational training he has in that field?
0.
Oh, exactly. I can count to 0. Can you count to 0? Hey, Ed, I can count to 0. Can you count to 0? Because you have 0 educational background and training in the field that you apparently are, an in air quotes, expert in. And it does kind of beg the question. He came from out of state, like is Tennessee or some bumfuck nowhere place. How did he get enough money to do that?
Yeah, weird.
It's a little strange. I'm not saying that he got that money through illicit means. I'm not saying that, there's any illicit means in there. But I am saying it's really fucking weird. Insanely fucking weird. And I don't know. He might have a legitimate thing for that. But given how much of an asshole he is, I lean towards doubt.
Yeah.
Let's finish this one off.
Great.
You need to check yourself at the door because it is not safe. And by the way, the whole part about the library paying their fair share, yes, they need to pay their fair share. Personally, I think it should be $1 per square foot. Thank you.
So, again, the library's fair share, ignoring that one, we have many other facilities in this county that pay $1 a year lease. And 2, the library is the only one out of those that is mandated in the county charter to be provided for by the county.
Yeah.
But,
But that doesn't matter.
No, because Fascist Santa doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Morning, Commissioners. Tough act to follow. I would just request if I get deported, can it be to Belize or Costa Rica?
Yep.
So in light of a recent... Jim Goodwin, Josephine County. What I would consider a recent, mostly gaslighting campaign against some information that is out concerning the recall. Misinformation, political spin. I can't talk about everything in 1 3-minute period, but I just want to talk about one because Commissioner Barnett's made it clear that this is all just political. There's nothing there. With regard to one of our issues with the board giving up their temporary voting right on personnel issues, I'm going to refer to the Josephine County Charter on this, and I would I would give homework to the board. Please read this entire article because I don't have time to read it all.
Oh, Bletch is going to try to have a gotcha moment when it's his turn, and we can explain why it's not the gotcha moment Bletch thinks.
Okay, great.
Anyone listening to me, please go read Chapter 5, 17.5, all of it. It's a couple pages long. What happened after the authority was given to one commissioner, department heads were fired, one was put on leave, another one was demoted, and another one was promoted to a position that never existed. Very high-level operations position. Defining department heads in the charter. Any exempt personnel selected and appointed by the board after a process of public announcement, such as a job opening, including a review of applicants, the final choice in filling such a position, or in a case of review of an exempt personnel position to determine whether to dismiss them, that personnel action shall be decided by a majority vote of the board. One line later, including the power of dismissal, the board, in case of review of existing exempt position, the board shall determine the appropriate action taken by a majority vote. You then go into A, B, C, and D. Those are the ones that I really want you to read, because if there's something in there that I'm missing, I don't want people to think that I'm skipping down to just the good parts and there's a smoking gun in there somewhere. Number E, no administrative order, policy, or other action by the board or agent, agency, or employee thereof, or elected official of this county shall be made to establish anything that interferes in any way with the intent of this amendment. Commissioners, this goes far beyond a recall. If there is a charter violation here, this is a Department of Justice issue, and through an investigation, they can decide and work out the fine points there, but there's your political reason for that one.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so just to clarify.
Okay.
That right there is basically saying that there's no way around it.
Yeah.
If you're going to be hiring, firing, or anything like that, you need to have it be something that all the commissioners are a part of.
Yes.
You can't just have one commissioner have the power to do this,
right?
Whatever. Like they put that in there. It's like you cannot do other.
Yeah.
When we get to Bletch, he's going to have what he thinks is a gotcha. And keep this in mind, because given that context, it's not a gotcha.
Okay.
Hi. Paulette Toronto, Grants Pass. I'm actually very happy that that gentleman spoke about me trying to strike him with a protest sign.
Oh, yeah. She was the one that that fascist Santa was talking about.
Okay.
So.
When in fact, it was he and John West who were blocking me getting into my car to leave. So that being said, there's a lot of anger going on in this town. And I have a report here from the Josephine County Sheriff's Department. It was earlier this year when Winnie Pelfrey reported that she intentionally was struck by Toronto's left elbow while waiting in line for the courtroom.
Yeah, that's Mr. Edgar's wife.
Okay.
She rated her pain as 5 out of 10, stating the elbow made contact with her rib stomach area. However, there were no visible injuries. Upon reviewing the footage, no assault was observed. It appeared that Toronto simply turned around, her elbow brushed against Winnie. In response, Winnie shoved Toronto forward.
So hold on. What you're telling me is that Edgar here, our dear fascist Santa, married a liar.
Well, I mean, you know.
I mean, he is a liar too.
Birds of a feather.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Winnie was warned about the potential consequences of providing false information to law enforcement and was informed that criminal charges would not be pursued against Toronto. Toronto, on the other hand, stated that she was in front of Winnie when she was shoved from behind. While she did not wish to pursue charges, which I now regret, Toronto requested a case number expressing concerns about her safety.
And just FYI, as Mr. Morgan plugs his thing back in as he unplugged his headphone, during this entire video, like when she's like talking about this and bringing up like, hey, here's the facts of this case, and you know, it's kind of relevant to Mr. Fascist Santa.
Yeah.
He is, I don't know if he's pretending or whatnot, but he is making a very valiant effort to not pay her any attention.
Yes. Yeah.
Around Winnie Pelfrey, protection options provided. I also want to say that I served on the board of the Boys and Girls Club for approximately 5 years. I participated in the SMART program while that was going on. I volunteered in the reading program in the first grade at Allendale School. I care about this community. I don't want to get attacked. I don't attack anybody. Ron, you are such a disappointment. The other two.
Mm-hmm.
You want to say something?
Please address the board here. This is your opportunity to speak to us. And please, in the audience, let's keep it to ourselves.
Oh, yeah. So Pelfrey was, again, being a prick in the background. He does that a lot.
And Bleck should have kicked him out.
Oh, no. Bleck absolutely should have kicked him out.
Yeah.
The little pansy-ass weasel who did the whole, we're shutting the meeting down because people are clapping.
Yep.
That right there, it should have been, sir, you need to leave.
Yeah,
and if he doesn't leave, security, get him out.
Yep.
Nope. Because Bleck is a little weasel.
Because fascists of a feather flock together.
Indeed they do.
Thank you very much. I have recall petitions here if anybody wants to sign.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah. That sorry, I like at the end. I have recall petitions here, by the way, if anybody likes to sign. It's like, and that was one of the few times if I recall correctly, he didn't say thank you. He said good, and then just
Rebecca Anderson, Grants Pass. There's several things I want to address today. The first one was the way that Chris spoke to me the day that the papers were filed in the courthouse, and also what I observed there and the conduct of you as commissioners and not using your authority and your responsibility to maintain decorum in those hallways is very unbecoming to your position. When I walked in, Chris turned around and looked at me and said, "Are you part of this?" I was kind of taken back. And I said, well, yes, because anytime your actions and the recall affect everybody in this county, it affects everybody. The next thing he said was, I knew it. You claim to be nonpartisan and you're active in CRG. We're going to call you out. At that point, I should have asked him if he had a mouse in his pocket, because I was wondering who we was. We who? And what are we going to do? I am proud of the work I do with CRG at Citizens for Responsible Government. I'm wearing purple today because purple is what you get when you blend red and blue. It's a combination of those two colors.
Thank you for explaining it.
And he also said that Mark Jones and all of those people in CRG, we're going to call them out. I found that to be bullying, harassing, and threatening.
Yep.
That's my personal opinion. I have a right as a private citizen to volunteer and participate in any organization, church, group, club that I choose. It's my choice. My choice. And I think that you as commissioners have a responsibility, a leadership responsibility, to calm the nerves of this county, to calm the dissent, not fan the flames.
Yeah, Chris
It's
doesn't do that.
It's a huge responsibility. You lead by example. And I must say, I wasn't very pleased with your example the other day. It's pretty not so good. I want to say a huge compliment to the security people who were on duty that day, because I watched them diffuse many, many problems after the meeting because tempers did flare. And they did an absolutely wonderful job, and they are to be commended for cleaning up the mess that you left them to clean up. You put them in danger and you put all the citizens in danger. I hope you will change your ways and stop calling people out on social media and in person. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, they were definitely fanning the flames.
Yeah. So this one is a particularly fun one. This is Mr. Spurlock.
Oh, okay.
He recorded the first video we watched, and this is there's some pointed stuff in here.
Okay.
Matt Spurlock, Grants Pass. I was with the pro recall group on Monday, August 25th at the courthouse just before 9 a.m. The number of people on both sides was pretty even. There was a marked difference in demeanor between the two groups. The anti-recall group was very loud, and there were multiple people shouting various things related to the situation. Our group was docile. Commissioner Bleck, you went out of your way to shake hands with a local citizen who recently resigned in unrepentant disgrace from the city budget committee. He may have been unaware, but he had just repeated the threat against former President Obama mere moments before your embrace.
Oh.
Regardless, you were knowingly associating with a member of the community that you had just been told days prior was whispering vulgarities to a woman in the commissioners' meeting on August 14th. After the recall paperwork had been filled out and people were exiting the building, Commissioner Bleck, you asked, quote, "One quick thing, did anyone bring a broom because we sweep them out?" I'm happy to report that I have brought the broom that you requested here today. I hope that every time you see a broom, you're reminded of your terrible joke at the expense of the people you're supposed to represent. Commissioner, you frequently speak of maintaining decorum. Do you think that this quotation demonstrates the decorum of the highest elected position in the county? Reporter Barnett, I apologize. Commissioner Barnett. You were right there at Bleck's side when this happened. Yep. Instead of voicing your disappointment with him, you found me in the crowd to say that you were disappointed in me. I brought you some notes that you can hand out to people so that they can know that they have disappointed you. I would have made coins, but they weren't in the budget.
Nice. Nice.
Commissioner Smith. I have to assume you were working when the hubbub was happening at the courthouse. I appreciate that. I did have a chance to listen to your radio interview, so I brought $1 from for the library that you requested a dozen times. Gentlemen, politics is what it is. While I think the majority of you are in it for your own financial gain, that isn't what troubles me the most today. Chris, you've riled up your base. And sir, you have the base's supporters. I have been threatened by several of your reporters in the days since your recall began. You gave an update the other day from the commissioner's office during business hours on the taxpayers' dimes that said, quote, "When you're out and about, see who is signing these things. Watch who is showing up at these events. Watch the people who sign these petitions.
Damn.
You can see the names on them. I've already had people go to there and seen people's names on there, and they were just shocked." End quote. Sir, this is voter intimidation.
Yep.
You are encouraging these threats against me and our community, whether you realize it or not. Thank you.
Whew, hot fire.
Thank you. No, please take everything with you.
Yep, he did not. Yeah, it's like everything there. It's like, I think he seriously was intending to leave this like, here, Bletch, this is for you. This is a broom. So, yeah. That's great.
That's good. That was good.
Okay.
Good morning, Commissioners. Nancy Lester, Grants Pass. I'd like to talk about some of the things that were said in the August 14th and August 21st WBS meetings. And I went back to the transcripts to make sure I got the quotes correct, because I've been standing here for months talking about all the good things the library does for the community, and I should have just saved my breath. On August 14th, John West said that, quote, "If we sell the Dimmock campus and have to relocate those entities of planning, building, public health, and facilities, the estimated cost is $236,000 a year." Then he said, quote, "If we was going to lease that building back per year, where does that money come from?" Ron, you said during the August 21st meeting, quote, "We have to have a location to put public health and planning." And that was your reason for your last-minute yes vote for the termination amendment to the lease. So finally, some honesty slipped in. The county's negotiations were really a charade. What you had in mind all along was using the library district to pay for the roof and other maintenance, then moving them out as soon as the Dimmock property sells, or charging them rent to cover the cost of housing the planning and public health departments somewhere else. Not exactly good faith negotiations. However, a glitch in your plan is that the needs of those two departments would necessitate considerable renovations to a building that has housed the library for 66 years since 1959.
I don't know how much it costs to renovate a commercial building, so I found an online app. At $50 a square foot basic repairs, painting and maybe new carpet, that would be about $850,000. More extensive renovations, like building out offices and exam rooms, new and more bathrooms, probably electrical and plumbing, and maybe other things to bring the building up to current code, would be more like $300 a square foot. That would cost over $5 million.
Yep.
These numbers seem really high to me. So I checked to see how much the recent renovation of the downtown visitor center cost. It was $675,000 for a building 1/10 the size of the library building. And it took 6 months. How long would it take to make those major renovations to the library building? The two properties that comprise the Dimmock campus are listed at $3,250,000, more than enough to cover the cost of housing those departments somewhere else while the library stays in the C Street building until the new library is completed. Or is that money already reserved for some other purpose that taxpayers are not aware of? So can you please just be honest and transparent with the county taxpayers, your constituents, about what you're really trying to do with the library? Because it appears your intent all along has been to get the library to pay for the roof, with which the county should have replaced years ago, then just kick
Your time is up. Thank you.
So I just want to point out, she has excellent points. She did her homework, and she did it great. I do want to point out, though, remember our first commenter went about 5 seconds over, and not a goddamn word from Bletch. She is in 4 seconds over, and Bletch, your time's up.
Yep.
So
they're fucking hiding something. They're fucking corrupt. They're hiding something. They should all be recalled.
Best case scenario, I think they should all be recalled. But right now, only 2 of them are going to be recalled.
Fine.
And that's I'm okay with that for the moment. But here's the thing. Right now, at the best case scenario, they are just that fucking incompetent.
Yeah.
And that's the best case scenario. That's like miles away. Like, this is the 1 in a million shot best case scenario. They're just that goddamn incompetent. And the realistic scenario is more likely that it's a combination of corruption and incompetence.
Yes.
And again, it's incompetent corruption, but it's still corruption.
Right.
So I do think that they are looking at this like, okay, we're trying to get some money out of this somehow. How can we make this work so we don't get in legal trouble? And it's, boys, I'm going to be honest with you. That's harder than you might think. So, yeah, I just wanted to point that out. And yeah, you I don't think you're wrong. I think that they are hiding something. I don't necessarily know it's what we think it is.
Right.
I would not be surprised if they were hiding something where it's like, okay, this is much stupider than we think it is.
Yeah, sure.
And, you know, it's like, this isn't going to benefit you nearly as much. Like, we might be giving them too much credit. But I do think they are hiding something.
Yeah.
All right. We shall continue to the next person.
Good morning.
Oh, so I want to clarify.
Oh,
when we saw that second video from the Republican YouTuber, that's this guy.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh God.
Patrick Rooney, Grants Pass. Just wanted to say a few things regarding the recall. I don't know all the details. I'm sure that everybody who goes into public office is going to make some mistakes early on, no matter if you're Republican, Democrat, or decline to state.
So what he's doing right now is he's trying to lay down a foundation of reason to build off of.
Yeah.
I think everyone's going to go through a learning curve. As far as being transparent, I think some of the people who are criticizing and some of the organizations who are criticizing should be a little more transparent about themselves as well. The gentleman was here, just spoke doing the clownish presentation with Rogue Indivisible. These people have been hammering President Trump for months. They're the ones behind the No Kings rally.
So just to be clear, he's referring to Spurlock. But here's the fun part.
Yeah.
That has absolutely jack shit to do with this recall petition.
Right.
He's right now he's trying to set up a straw man.
Yeah.
Can you be a Democrat and be honest too? Yes. But let's be a little bit honest to who we are. I'm a conservative. I'm a Christian conservative. I'm proud of that. I'm not going to run from that. And anybody who sees anything I write or do will see that. But I think the people who are coming after the commissioners here should be honest as well. The other gentleman spoke. He's with Restore Josephine County. But you go to their Facebook page where they want to do a recall, and there's a button that says learn more about the recall. You push it, and it goes to recalljohnwest.com/landing page.
So,
also, this guy, at least so far, he's not being transparent either.
No.
Because he could say, hey, yeah, so I run a site, I do stuff, I interview people. Has he said that?
No.
No, he hasn't.
No.
So where the fuck is his transparency?
Again, yeah, this is a little bit of a catch-22 here from him.
So can they do that? Can you be on one recall and want to recall somebody else? Yes, it's legal, but shouldn't you be pretty upfront about that? My understanding is that Commissioner West, after he was recalled and taken out of office, was then exonerated at the state level.
Oh, fuck me.
Yep. No, he was not. We've covered this with the video we saw earlier.
Yeah.
Totally not. And this is where I want to bring something up that I'm hoping will make you happy if I can get this to work. No, this might actually make you happy.
Okay.
So, the Daily Courier from this Friday. Top of the page from Friday, September 5th. Judge orders West to pay Morgan $28,721 in legal fees. This was pertaining to the lawsuit that West had against former Commissioner Lily Morgan, where he claimed that all of these reasons on the petition were bullshit, and the judge said, No. I read the petition. I've looked at the facts. No. Almost all of these are certainly either true or opinion, which you can't sue for. And the last one here, we don't have enough information. So until you guys show me that either side, show me more information on this, I can't make a judgment on that.
Yeah.
And he now is being ordered to pay her legal fees for that bullshit.
Good.
So I have to bring this up.
Yeah.
It is complete and utter bullshit.
Horseshit.
On West's behalf. I downloaded both the pages for the paper. Yeah, and it just gets into the fact that currently West and his lawyer, who I think are both fucking morons, they are trying to appeal that and to turn it around. Whereas Lily Morgan is basically trying to, hey, that one thing where the judge said, I'm not going to rule on this right now. They're trying to collect more evidence and information so that they can appeal that and go, yeah, no, actually, turns out it was legit. So, best of luck, you foreskin little shit weasel.
Wow.
I hope you burn in hell.
Yeah, me too.
After the fact, after he was already gone. Another man involved in this recall is also an anti-Trumper.
What does that have anything to do with this?
It doesn't. What he's trying to do is he's trying to set up people in this petition as being anti-conservative. And so these are obviously Republicans who are being recalled.
Yes.
And they're against Trump, who's a Republican. And obviously the two are, they're conflating each other. Here's the fun thing that's cracking me up. Anybody who's actually paid attention to, at the very least, what Chris is doing, as we've said before, it's very Trumpian.
Oh, yeah.
So it's bizarre.
Party. So I'm just wondering here, there seems to be a correlation between anti-Trump and people who are doing the recall. If you want to do that, that's fine, but let's be honest. You're asking for these guys up here, the commissioners, to be honest and transparent. I'd like to see a little more transparency out of the people who are asking for the recall. Thank you.
Where was your transparency? You said fucking nothing about being an interviewer at that meeting. You said nothing. Where's your transparency? Go fuck yourself.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Again, them being anti-Trump, like a good portion of these petitioners being anti-Trump or critical of Trump, has in no way, shape, or form jack diddly shit to do with this recall petition. You have people who are pro-Trump who are also participating with and doing this in the petition. But you notice when he's, he's only focusing on one specific part, because if he mentions, by the way, the main petitioner who, by the way, has already spoken this, was, Jim Goodwin, he's a Republican.
Yeah.
And it's like the whole thing of like, there's petitioners on this who are also pro-Trump. Crickets.
Yeah.
You don't hear a goddamn thing. He does not mention a single fucking thing. And for somebody, it's like, again, talking about transparency, that seems to be a little bit untransparent.
Right. And it's just, okay. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, look, I do this podcast with you. And
thank you.
You're welcome. But I am not going to go down to a county commissioners meeting not because I wouldn't want to, but because I want this to remain pure in a sense, if you get where I'm going.
Kind of the idea, like if we show up there, it's like we are influencing or we are tainting
it. We are tainting this. Okay. This guy is interviewing people. He's got a YouTube channel. He's showing this off. And yet he is down there influencing. Okay. He's not being transparent. I am telling you, the listener, I'm being transparent about it. I hate these people. I hate everything about these people, but you're not going to see me down there because I don't want to influence them.
See, on my end, I would not mind if I had the time to actually go down to one of these.
Well, yes.
But I like to aggravate like that. But here's the other thing.
Yeah.
If I go up there, unless it's relevant, I'm just going to introduce myself and say this is the thing. If it's relevant, I'll mention I'm on this podcast.
Sure.
But I'm also not going to go down there to shill it.
Yeah, right.
But this whole thing is he's talking about literal transparency, and you're right. He's not being transparent about his role in all this.
Yeah. And also, I, co-host to host.
Thank you.
I think we as a podcast should, limit ourselves to like what we're doing.
So what you're referring to, if I may, is you are presuming that we, in what we do, should have and do have some journalistic integrity.
Exactly.
I don't disagree with that.
I don't mind if we if we want to go down to a protest, that's fine. If we want to go to like a meeting, like that's fine. I kind of want to make this though, like I said, just keep us apart from this, because I don't want to muddy the waters.
Yeah.
I don't want to go down there and I don't want to be like, oh yeah, we run a podcast and yada yada. I want these meetings to remain pure without our influence.
I agree.
Yes.
And again, like, I'm not a journalist.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have at least more journalistic integrity than Chris Barnett or this guy.
Or that guy.
Thank you. Commissioner Smith, would you like to respond?
Oh, yeah. There were a couple of others. It's just, again, I edited out like half of these.
All right.
So.
I don't have anything to respond. I just want to point out that there are huge issues out there. People are not looking at them. The dollar is collapsing right before our eyes.
Who's doing that?
Oh, no, Ron goes very doom and gloom here in a way where it's like, I'm kind of interested in this only because it's like, I feel like he's diving off the deep end a little bit and not in a great way. So let's listen to this. Feel free to laugh. And if you need to give me a signal if you need to stop this.
Sure. Okay. I'll try to listen.
Buying power is going out. You understand we're $37 trillion in debt. Now, with the unfunded mandates, that's $137 trillion. We have World War III looming on the horizon.
Oh, shit.
We have a digital currency that's being pushed down our throats.
Ron's been doom scrolling.
That digital currency comes in, kiss your freedom goodbye.
But it's your guy.
Bigger things to do than squabble and fight amongst ourselves?
Not really.
I think it's time we start looking towards the future and preparing for what's coming. The storm is on the horizon. There's nothing you're going to do to stop it. Question becomes, will you be prepared when it arrives? Because everything we squabble about today will mean absolutely nothing if the dollar collapses and World War III comes. It will mean nothing. So continue fiddling like Nero did when Rome burns, and watch your society and your county go down the tube. Thank you.
Ron, you're a fuckhead. You're a dumb fuck. Yeah. You're a dumb fucking shitbag. No. What the fuck? Why? What the? No. The reason why we're squabbling is because we're trying to prevent what the fuck you're actually talking about.
Yep.
You dumb, dense motherfucker.
So this just dawned upon me because, again, I've listened to this a couple times already. But you know what he reminds me of when he does that? He kind of reminds me of a much calmer, a little bit more eloquent Alex Jones.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's I can't even do an Alex Jones impression. I can't.
Don't even try.
No, but the whole thing of like, no, the world's going to be ending and you need to be prepared. And it's like, grow the fuck up.
Yeah. Also, like, what? Okay. So if that's going to happen, the way you're mentioning it, Ron, what? We're just supposed to lay down and take it?
Yeah.
Like, we're just supposed to, don't squabble. It's just going to come. No. Fucking go out there and talk about it.
Yep.
What the fuck?
No,
You're a fucking coward.
Yeah, he is. And an idiot.
Yes.
All right. Now on to Chris.
Great. I can only imagine how long this will take.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Barnett, would you like to respond?
Judy Ahrens, thank you for the little bit of history you give every week.
I told you that'd be there.
God damn it. You're just a nice, kind lady.
You're just a nice lady. I like to buy your cookies.
David Dapper, I know you're involved with Park Watch. That's okay. But I know that you are involved in many community efforts. So
he will respond to people that we did not listen to.
Okay. Not enough people get involved. And as you can see, it's a small group here. But the majority, like some other individuals have said, get more involved because they don't know what's going on. So thank you for voicing your concern there. Mr. Mike Pelfrey, thank you. I know that
you shouldn't thank
you're
him.
very passionate about things in our community, and I know some things you're very, very passionate about.
Yeah, some things like racism,
being a fascist Nazi punk.
So by the way, I think we might have covered this before, but just to reiterate, when Edgar went through that whole thing of like Secret Service was contacting him and he had to resign, all that fun shit. Before that happened, he was friends with Barnett on Facebook.
Oh, good.
He was also friends with one of the city council, at least one of them. As of that happening, he is no longer friends with them on Facebook. But, fun fact, you know who he's still friends with on Facebook?
Who?
Chris Barnett's wife.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so the whole thing of like, I'm not friends with him anymore, that's purely political theater.
Oh, yeah.
Barnett realizes like, oh, this guy was toxic and he had to distance himself. And now I think he's kind of trying to play this. I think he's trying to play into this whole thing of like, no, you weren't really that bad. I'm going to help try to make it seem like you weren't that bad. Yeah. He's a fucking racist, Chris. And the fact that you're doing this kind of makes it that you support that kind of shit. So go fuck yourself.
Yep.
And I just have to say, I know that you're a serviceman. I have respect for that service that you have served our country, like myself. And I know that you're very strong in some of your opinions and
that's a fun way of saying a racist.
I commend you for being strong like that. And I know that you do care or you wouldn't be here. So I know it's frustrating when there's things going on beyond our control. We know it as well.
Nobody's saying he doesn't care. Nobody's saying that Fascist Santa doesn't care. What people are saying is that Fascist Santa cares about fascism. And Chris, congrats. You're kind of pushing that thing down the road there. It's like, hey, look. Fascist Santa likes fascism. I'm going to help Fascist Santa push fascism.
You know that saying where, hey, if you're at a dinner table with a Nazi, you're actually at a dinner table with a bunch of Nazis. Yeah. That's what Barnett's doing.
Yep.
He wants to be at that dinner table and he wants to be like, well, I'm just having dinner with him. It's like, no, that makes you a Nazi.
Yeah. No, you're sitting here. You're not just getting up and leaving. You're not critiquing them. You're not doing anything that's like protesting what they're doing.
Yep.
Congrats, Chris.
Yeah.
You are brown nosing a fascist, and that makes you all kinds of
that
things
makes
that
you a
rhyme with
fascist.
Fascism. Yes.
Yeah.
So
a magic wand and fix things overnight. But being in this job, as a lot of people won't step into this ring to do it, it's not what people think.
No, it's exactly what people think.
Holy shit.
Nobody wants this shit fixed overnight. What people want is for you to not give up power to Bletch so that Bletch can do whatever the fuck he pleases.
Yeah.
They want you to have not just terminated the lease, which that 30-day termination thing was what you and Ron exercised with former Commissioner Foreskin. And the fact that you did this, I'm sorry, Chris's whole excuse for the library thing, which I will hammer home again and again and again, was this thing of, look, we did this to get the library to come to the table so they would negotiate with us. And the thing is, the library had no problem coming to the table to negotiate with them. The library said, hey, look, I know you want us to come meet this week. We can't this week because our schedules are booked. We can meet you and Ron next week. And it's like, no, we're going to then... Instead of saying, yes, we can meet you next week, it was, we have to terminate the lease now so we can force you to come to the table.
It was one fucking week.
Yeah, no, absolute bullshit.
And here we are 9 months later.
Yeah, no, so because Chris apparently couldn't wave a magic fucking wand and get the library there, him and Ron had to terminate the library lease under the direct direction of Foreskin.
Yep.
We don't just get to wave things and control everything. People have a big misconception of that, but we are trying to do what we can to unite things. So thank you, Mike, for that.
Fuck off, Mike.
Kirby Erickson.
Get fucked,
Kirby?
Mike.
Yeah, it's Kirby here. Hi, Kirby. I support all of our departments. Been going out to all of them. Public health is one of them. Just want to let you know I support Janet Frederickson. I support all of our departments, and she appreciates that I've been involved over there. So we are working on some things. There's going to be things that this board is not going to agree on. There's going to be things that this board will agree on, but the track record is more positive than negative, and I want people to see that. Because there's one issue that somebody's passionate about that doesn't get resolved to your liking. It's not a reason to hate people. It's not a reason to dislike them. It's not a reason to just put a target on them. And I see that a lot nowadays. One issue doesn't go their way. Oh, they go all out. And it's like, it's sad.
Because you tell them you're on their side.
Yep.
You're fucking talking out of the side of your mouth, Chris.
Yeah.
It's just like the fucking library. It's like, oh, yeah, no, I support the library. I like the library. I like everything. And then he fucking votes against it.
Not only does he vote against it, remember, he paid to have advertisements pushed about falsehoods about the library.
Right.
So, you're right. This is Chris's doublespeak.
Right.
And it's not even good doublespeak. It's not concise.
You can see right through it.
Yeah. And again, it goes on.
Oh, God.
On.
Fuck
not
me.
necessarily in this video.
Oh,
there's
God.
Okay. There's only 7 minutes left in the video.
No, I get that. Yeah.
It's Chris's modus operandi.
That's what he does. Yeah.
Working on that. Public health is Janet is trying her best over there doing things. She knows that I support a lot of what she's doing and prevention, and she's doing that. So thank you on that. I think you mentioned something about the IGA. Did you mention something about that as well? So I've been in touch with Jamie at OSU, and we're working on that. We're hope to have that wrapped up, just like this board said the other day. We hope to have that wrapped up very soon. Okay.
All right.
Rebecca Anderson. I'm so sorry. I've gotten along with you a lot at our meetings and stuff like that. Just disappointed. My wife had to step in from you poking your finger in my chest, and I'm sorry about it.
Yep.
Is there anything Chris's wife hasn't done?
I mean, apparently marry a guy who's not corrupt. So he has more to say about this.
My wife. Okay, go ahead.
But when my wife gets involved, it must be serious because she doesn't get involved in anything.
Oh, fuck.
And she saw that it was
God.
inappropriate. So, Rebecca, I want everybody to get along. And I know you're with Citizens for Responsible Government, CRG, and I see you out and about. And I keep getting confused because I'd like unity, not division. And I see more division than unity.
The man who sows division.
I just want everybody to march in line with me. Fascism.
Unite
wants to be
everybody.
popular.
That's what we want to. So I just want to let you know that. That's always been my good conversations with you, is caring and unite. Nancy, thank you again. I know you're passionate about the library. I know that. So, and thank you for all the education
Yeah.
on that as well.
Yeah.
Patrick Rooney.
I like that. It's like, you gave us all this information about the library. I can't counter that. I can't do anything with that because everything I say is either going to come out as hollow, as bullshit, or me talking out of my ass. I'm going to acknowledge that you said stuff and then move on.
Let's move on. Yep.
Well said and stated. Wow.
Wow.
Well said and stated. If people just knew what are reasons behind everything, I just want to tell you thank you, Patrick. I don't think I've seen you enough here, but thank you for being a member of the community.
Brown nose,
brown nose.
Darius, well said again. Thank you.
Yeah, other people
We
who
need more
kiss
stuff
their
like
ass.
that,
I think there are
this is a
2
tough
other people that end up kissing his
position to be
ass.
in. Yeah. And, I have to say I'm a believer, and God opened up that door for me to serve.
Fuck.
Not only that, but my military history too as well. Without a savior, for me personally, I wouldn't be here. Because
no,
when
you
have to
would.
fight a war or be in a fight with anything,
No.
it is tough.
No.
So I thank you. And Darius, thank you for speaking those kind words. We need to hear more of that. So thank you. Pete, where's Pete? Always peaceful and nice and concerned, and you're never angry. And I know the good things that you do, and that's one thing that we're trying to do is unite, not divide, no hate. We need to be nice to each other. And Pete, thank you for the impact and being kind and patient, and bless you as well. Okay? So thank you, and that's all I have, Chair.
Okay.
Wow.
Now we get to Bletch.
Great. I can't wait for this.
Oh, yes.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner. A couple of quick items to respond. First of all, I would like to do a thanks to Judy for your cheery smile
Oh, God.
in this room full of frowns.
Oh,
I always appreciate
fuck off.
that cheery smile and laugh that you have. It was brought up about ICE and possibly doing detention.
Oh, yeah. Somebody who we did not cover in this brought up, it's like, you guys need to reach out to ICE and get ICE to help with the sheriff's department because there are all these illegal grows. And I guarantee you, those are cartel operated and they're going to be putting our sheriffs at risk. We need ICE here to. So, yeah, he's responding to that right
Great.
And deporting people. I will remind everybody that the state of Oregon is a sanctuary state and we have to comply by state rules.
Good.
And if you have any questions about the sheriff wanting to execute detainers, I suggest you ask him. He has made public statements in the past, and I won't speak for him. But if you have questions about that, I send you his way. Concerns about a 30-day termination clause, I will remind everybody there is a 30-day termination clause in the current library lease.
Yep. And there's nothing in the current library lease about paying to fix the fucking roof.
Yeah.
So, go figure.
Yeah, weird.
Right now. Tagging on to that, at Tuesday's admin meeting, I brought it up before my colleagues right here that I would reach out to legal counsel on how to move forward with the library lease. And I'm in contact with him. I believe that he has reached out to the library's council on putting together a mechanism on how we can move forward with that task before us.
In a nutshell, he doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground, and he's trying to sound like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I got legal counsel, and actually they're going to take care of it because I don't know what the fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was brought up, somebody cited sections from the charter.
Yep.
And
Okay.
conveniently, he left out the most important part.
No, he didn't.
And I will read it to you here today. This
Okay.
is Chapter 3.
Do it.
And it says under Section 10, the board chairman shall, number 1, preside over the board meetings.
Adoy.
I do that.
Yeah.
Preserve order at the meetings. I've done that before too by reminding everybody of the rules that we have on the board. Also says that the chair shall enforce the rules of the board. And lastly, number 4, it says have whatever additional functions the board prescribes consistent with this charter.
And here's the thing, consistent with this charter. Because remember, when we were talking about the charter earlier from Jim Goodwin, it was talking about it is not consistent with the charter to have all of these things under the board fucking chair.
Yep.
So here we have a goddamn retard telling us that, hey, remember what you heard? Yeah, well, it turns out it's been like 30-ish, maybe 40-ish minutes since then. And I assume you all have the memory of a goldfish because I do. So I'm going to talk about how it's really this way, even though it's fucking not.
Yeah.
Fuck Fuck you, Bletch.
God, I'm sorry. What a toad.
I'm taking over your tone.
No,
here.
he's a toad.
He is. He's a Weasley little shit.
Yep.
So, anyways, I had to point that out because again,
No,
this is something where if you can read at a 5th grade level and you can pay attention for more than like 40 minutes, it's like, but that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Because what he read before nullifies what you're saying because this literally went against the charter.
Yeah.
So anyways, I apologize.
Wow. No, please.
Let's let Fuckwit finish off.
Okay, come on, Fuckwit.
So I suggest we read that section of the charter because that is what is germane to what we're talking about right here.
Little fucking weasel.
Wow.
Somebody made a comment about how I shook somebody's hands. I am civil, polite, and friendly to all.
Even fascists.
If you will put your hand out to shake my hand, I will shake it and I will engage you. I will be civil, polite, and friendly.
Okay.
That's how I am.
Sure.
That's how I was raised. And if I
Were
didn't,
you?
my mom would whack me on the back of the head.
So abusive.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna go there.
Abusive.
Lastly, I want to put out a great big thank you to all the supporters. They're always welcome and really, really appreciate
They're more
that.
welcome than others.
All right, with that.
So they're going to get to some like business of voting on stuff. There's
Okay.
only one thing here that I
Okay.
want to bring up because I think it's the funniest fucking thing in the world. I mean, it's sad.
Okay.
It's depressing and stupid, but
Okay.
it's funny in the context of what happened. So
Okay.
it might cut to that in a little bit, but we don't have much left in the video.
Okay.
We'll get back to the agenda. Okay, great. Let's thank you. We'll move on to the next agenda item. This is other matters. This is where the commissioners may introduce other matters for consideration by the entire board. Commissioner Smith.
I don't have any other matters right now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Barnett.
Other matters, I know we've been talking a lot about the library, and I know that we've come to an agreement on just about everything except for that one item in there. I just would like to see if we can move past this and just make a motion to approve the library lease that was presented on August 21st in its original form before the amendment change, and let's move forward on that.
Okay, we have a motion. The motion fails from a second.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I had to add that in there.
Oh my God.
Oh, good Lord. Okay, that's the end of it.
Okay.
That's the end of it. They do other motions like, just standard dumb shit.
Yeah.
But again, I think that was first off weak fucking tea from Chris.
Yeah.
Because he knows that that's not going to go through.
Right.
I think the only reason he's really pushing that right now is one, he feels like he was played and manipulated in that by Bletch. And he was, because he's a fucking rube and an idiot.
Yeah.
Which is redundant. But he's also, I think, trying to get this to go through because if it can, one of the there are lots of reasons, but one of the big reasons on that recall petition is this dumb fuckery with the library.
Yeah.
And I do think that if Chris feels like, hey, I can get the lease passed, it's resolved, that's going to be one big win for him. And he can go, look, I screwed up, but we got it fixed. I don't think it's going to happen.
No, and I also think it's him trying to play both sides too.
Yes.
He wants to get this done so he looks good, but he also will vote against stuff too.
Yeah.
It's like, no, again, these people have no principles across the board. They just don't. They cannot, they will wither in the face of people yelling at them. They will doggedly protect themselves. They have no moral compass.
Yeah. So the last thing we're going to go over, this is going to be fairly quick. We're just going to go over some headlines for stuff.
Okay.
So the not Josephine County, the Grants Pass City Council, they put out a grant for a low barrier homeless shelter. It's been going great.
Great.
Absolutely great.
Yes.
After they canceled that one grant that Mint had.
Yeah.
So first off, and this was back on Sunday, August 31st, we have all these from the Daily Courier. The top pick for the $1.2 million Grants Pass Homeless Grant withdraws application.
Great.
So they put the grant forward. They had somebody who's the top candidate, and they had some other ones that were, it's like, okay, we're probably not going to go with you guys because you guys aren't great.
Mm-hmm.
And the top candidate looked at it and said, we're withdrawing. There were some issues with it. They're not. It wasn't specifically the grants. There were things I think that they could not maintain with that, and so there's a reason why.
Okay.
Then, on Wednesday, September 3rd, Grants Pass could start over on homeless grants because, again, there were issues with it. This is a grant they've been finagling over for fucking months after, again, canceling the prior grant that the prior city council had worked out.
Yeah.
The most recent news, at least as far as I have seen it, again, from the Daily Courier. Grants Pass Council starts over on homeless site funding process.
Good God.
They're starting in from scratch.
Jesus Christ.
These are a bunch of incompetent boobs.
They're all, good God. From the county to the city, they're all fucking incompetent.
It is. And here's the thing. One of the reasons there was video of their thing on the 3rd. I did not include that video because, one, they're far less entertaining than these county commissioner things. They are. And part of it is entertainment value.
Yeah.
But they're also a hell of a lot longer. 4 fucking hours of video. And I was thinking maybe I can get a clip of them like talking about, you know, the homeless shelter thing.
Yeah.
That was an hour. Of them talking about it.
Oh, geez.
It's like, I'm not going to work with this. Although there is one part of the video that did tickle me pink and it surprised me.
Okay.
So when they got to the comments, you know, like from people, only 2 minutes, they were fucking crowded in there. They only had a few people come up and comment, but I mean, the seats were packed.
Yeah.
Which I've not seen there yet. So I'm assuming it's like you had a lot of people who were kind of like, guys, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
One of those people was a gem, and it was not who I expected to be a gem. Fascist Santa was a gem. This is why. In 2 minutes, because again, it's a largely Republican city council. It's a largely these are people who they nominated him in until he resigned because of his racist bullshit on being on the budget committee. He was so critical of them. And so like, you guys are screwing around. You need to solve this problem. What the hell is going on? And for me, this is just like, oh, the wolves are eating each other.
Yes.
This is beautiful. Good. And it made me so happy that fascist little fuck was being such a goddamn shit about it. And it's like, good. They need to hear that.
Yes.
Even if it's from an asshole who's an asshole.
Yep.
So I just want to bring that up.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to throw you a curveball and change up our call to action.
Okay.
At least for a little bit.
Okay.
Now, if you, the listener, are a registered voter in Josephine County, I implore you sign the recall petition for Commander Chris and bitch. The petition started off strong, but it still has a lot of signatures to gather by November 3rd. And while I would like to believe that we will have all the signatures we need by October, I'm not going to try and fool myself into complacency. Please help this petition get the signatures it needs so we can put this on the recall ballot. Now, you cannot sign this petition if you are not a resident of Josephine County, and you need to be a registered voter in Josephine County during the period this petition was started up to the point where the signatures are all gathered and it's submitted. And this community effort and more of us, this is a community effort, and the more of us that participate, the more likely it is that it's going to help get these two incompetent and corrupt local shitheels removed from our government. The petition headquarters is located at 123 K Street in Grants Pass. You can reach out to them at restorejoconow@gmail.com. And the reasons for the recall, as we read earlier, are all listed on their website at restorejoco.com. Thank you very much for listening to our podcast. If you have any suggestions or ideas, please be sure to email them to maltliquorsocialists@gmail.com.
Making out in a national park ain't a crime.